On May 27, 2023, then President Muhammadu Buhari was just 48 hours away from leaving office. After 8 years in power, his administration wanted one final achievement, which is a national airline. At Abuja's Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, cameras flashed as a Boeing 737 painted in Nigeria Air colors rolled onto the tarmac. Standing behind the project was Aviation Minister Hadi Sirika, the man who had spent years promising that Nigeria would once again have a national carrier.
Every single thing we said we would do, we would do. And the question that you will ask next is Nigeria Air. On Friday, in 2 days, the Nigeria airplane will land in Nigeria, part of the processes to commence the operation. We will on that day unveil this aircraft with delivery and everything in Nigeria's colors, belong to Nigeria Air, and we will proceed to go and do the retrofit and bring back those airplanes. So we have achieved 100% of the roadmap.
To many Nigerians, it looked like history. To critics, it looked like theater. Within days, the aircraft would become the center of a scandal. Within weeks, lawmakers would call the launch a fraud. Within months, the project would be suspended. And by 2026, the entire saga would end up in court, with the EFCC alleging that the aircraft displayed as Nigeria Air was actually an Ethiopian Airlines plane brought in for a temporary show. This is the story of Nigeria Air, the story of Hadi Sirika, the story of Muhammadu Buhari's aviation legacy, and the story of how a proposed $300 million airline became one of the most controversial projects in modern Nigerian history. To understand Nigeria Air, we must first understand what Nigeria lost. For decades, Nigeria Airways was the country's flag carrier. At its peak, it connected Lagos, Kano, Abuja, New York, Jeddah, and several African capitals. Then came years of debt, corruption, poor management, and political interference. By 2003, Nigeria Airways collapsed completely. Nigeria became one of the few major African countries without a national airline. Meanwhile, Ethiopia had Ethiopian Airlines, Kenya had Kenya Airways, South Africa had South African Airways, Rwanda had Rwanda Air. Nigeria, Africa's largest economy, had nothing. Successive governments promised a replacement, but none of them delivered. Then in 2015, Muhammadu Buhari entered office, and one of the men entrusted with restoring Nigeria's aviation prestige was Senator Hadi Abubakar Sirika. Hadi Sirika was not just another politician. He was a trained pilot, a former senator. Aviation was his passion. When Buhari appointed him Minister of State for Aviation and later Substantive Minister of Aviation, Sirika became the face of Nigeria's aviation reforms. For many years, he sold Nigerians a vision, a new national carrier, modern airports, better aviation infrastructure, global competitiveness. In 2018, he traveled to the Farnborough Air Show in the United Kingdom. There he unveiled the Nigerian Air logo. The unveiling cost roughly $8,000, yet it generated enormous controversy because many Nigerians felt the government was branding an airline that did not exist yet. Still, Sirika pushed ahead. He insisted Nigeria Air would become reality. One major challenge remained: who would run the airline? The government eventually selected Ethiopian Airlines as the preferred strategic partner. This was significant. Ethiopian Airlines was not just any airline, it was Africa's largest airline. It operated more than 100 aircraft. It served over 100 destinations worldwide. It generated billions of dollars annually. The ownership structure proposed for Nigeria Air was that Ethiopian Airlines would own 49%, Nigerian investors including MRS, SACO and institutional investors would own 46%, then federal government of Nigeria would own 5%. The business plan was ambitious. Startup capital target was $300 million. The fleet target was 30 aircraft within 4 years. And the hub was Abuja and Lagos. The goal was to become West Africa's dominant airline. Supporters called it visionary, but critics asked a simple question. If Ethiopian Airlines owns 49% and provides the aircraft, expertise, management, and technical support, is this really Nigeria's airline? Then came the money. This is where the story becomes complicated. According to critics and some lawmakers, approximately 85 billion naira had been budgeted or associated with the project over several years. The figures sparked outrage. How could so much money be linked to an airline that had not flown a single passenger? Hadi Sirika rejected that figure completely. According to him, only 5 billion naira was budgeted, only about 3 billion naira was released. And even that money was largely spent on consultancy services, legal work, certification processes, project offices, and technical advisors. The disagreement over whether the project consumed 85 billion naira or only 3 billion naira became one of the biggest controversies surrounding Nigeria Air. Even today, many Nigerians remain divided on which figure tells the true story.
Go establish where the fraud. There's no fraud. It's a lie. And this airline, whether it is done now or in the future, it will come to become, because we didn't arrogate.
Then on May 2023, when the Buhari administration was about to end, suddenly Nigerian Air was unveiled. A Boeing 737 arrived in Abuja carrying Nigerian Air branding. Government officials celebrated. Photographs spread across newspapers. Television stations called it a historic achievement. Then aviation experts noticed something. The aircraft looked familiar, very, very familiar. Soon, reports emerged that the aircraft belonged to Ethiopian Airlines and had merely been repainted for the event. The controversy exploded. People began asking, was Nigeria Air actually operating? Did it have aircraft? Did it have routes? Did it have paying passengers? Did it even have a valid air operator certificate? The answers created even more questions. At the center of the storm was certain Dapo Olumide. He served as interim managing director of Nigeria Air. When lawmakers questioned him, he confirmed that the aircraft used for the unveiling had indeed been chartered from Ethiopian Airlines. That admission shocked many Nigerians. To critics, it appeared that the country had unveiled an airline using another airline's aircraft. To supporters, it was a normal aviation practice known as wet leasing or chartering. The public debate became very fierce. Soon, lawmakers launched investigators. Leading to criticism was Honorable Inolim Inaji, chairman of the House Committee on Aviation. His verdict was devastating. He described the launch as a fraud. Meanwhile, members of the Senate Committee on Aviation also expressed outrage. Senator Bala Nala criticized the secrecy surrounding the project and argued that the unveiling embarrassed the country. What was supposed to be a celebration had become a scandal.
I think I need to respond to my friend who said it was a fraud. Right Honorable Onalim, the former chairman of House Committee on Aviation. What I said to him in private, I will say it now. He asked me, just to give him some comfort, he asked me to please indulge him and give him 5% of the airline. That 5%, what I told him in private is that it belongs to the owners. And I believe they'll still be willing to offer him if you have the money. So it is not me giving it. I didn't get involved. It was bidding process. And I'm very sure that they will have reserved 5% for him and his people according to him. So he should approach them to get his 5% that he needed.
Then came a change of government. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu assumed office. He appointed Festus Keyamo as Minister of Aviation and Airspace Development. Keyamo reviewed the project. His findings changed everything. The Nigeria Air project was suspended. The new administration questioned the ownership structure. It questioned the agreement. It questioned whether Nigeria was truly getting a national airline or merely became a junior partner in an Ethiopian Airlines expansion project. For all practical purposes, Nigeria Air was dead again. Many believed the story had ended. It hadn't. In 2024 and 2025, investigations intensified. By 2026, the EFCC had taken the matter to court. The anti-graft agency accused Hadi Sirika and others of abuse of office and alleged misappropriation involving contracts worth over 2 billion naira. Among those mentioned in the case were Hadi Sirika, Fatima Sirika, Hamad Jalal Sule, Al-Burak Global Investments Limited. During court proceedings, EFCC investigator Christopher Odofin intensified that the aircraft used during the Nigerian Air unveiling was brought from Addis Ababa for a temporary display and returned shortly afterward. Sirika has denied wrongdoing. The legal process remains ongoing. The Nigerian Air story features some of the biggest names in Nigerian aviation and politics: Muhammadu Buhari, Hadi Sirika, Festus Keyamo, Dapo Olumide, Ethiopian Airlines, Inolim Inaji, Senator Bala Nala, and now the EFCC. The figures are equally staggering: $300 million proposed startup capital, 30 aircrafts planned within 4 years, 49% ownership by Ethiopian Airlines, 46% ownership by Nigerian investors, 5% ownership by the federal government, claims of 85 billion naira associated with the project, counterclaims that only 3 billion naira was actually released, and an ongoing court case involving allegations exceeding 2 billion naira. Yet, after 8 years of planning, one fact remains undeniable. Nigeria Air never carried a single paying passenger, no scheduled flights, no commercial operations, no ticket sales, and no national carrier. Just one question: was Nigeria Air a visionary project destroyed by politics, or was it an illusion that never truly existed? That question may define the legacy of the Nigerian Air project for decades to come.
Right here. Look at it. This document. Right here. You'll be shocked if you read this document. After some time, I'll make it public. I'm not hiding from it. This is it here. Clause by clause. I don't need a lawyer to read it for me. 33 years of active practice of law tells me what to say. This is the agreement. This is the Ethiopian Air agreement here. And you'll be shocked if you look at this agreement. What it simply says is that a foreign government should come and take over our national carrier. That is the long and short of the story. Because Ethiopian Air was the single major shareholder in that deal, Ethiopian Air. Ethiopian Air is owned by another government in Africa. It's the same thing they have done to Togo. Togo is a small country. They have done it with Askai. Askai, you know that Askai you're saying is owned by Ethiopian Air. We cannot be Togo. I apologize to whoever I'm talking for any Togo, but we cannot be Togo. We are big. We are big. We are ambitious. We cannot give up our entire ecosystem, aviation ecosystem, to another entity. Because what would have happened in that case is that the Ethiopian government would now be a complete beneficiary of all our BASA routes. Because a national carrier has first, a priority choice over all our routes. All the BASA routes we have negotiated all over the world. So they come and will give them all those routes we have suffered to negotiate. Where will all those profits go? Where? It's not Nigeria. So like I said, I've said it in another forum where I saw the facilitator of that day, one American man. He had been crying from one TV station to the other, one blog to the other, saying that we lost foreign direct investment. We did not lose any foreign direct investment. There was no investment. The investment they were going to bring their SS fleet or their lease. They were going to lease planes on ACMIs, on wet lease, bring it here to fly our flag as national carriers. That's all they were going to do, and all the profit goes to Addis Ababa. And then who controls Nigerian Air? Who? CEO, Ethiopian. Financial officer, Ethiopian. Director of operation of Ethiopian. All the key positions reserved for foreigners. Is that Nigerian Air? Is that a national carrier? I ask. It's not. It's not. But don't forget that apart from the government suspending it to look at it again, before we even look, the court came down and said the court has declared it illegal. So it's not we now, it's not government. What should not even blame? It's judiciary. Go and argue with the judiciary. Go and argue with the judiciary that says it's illegal.